Let's wait. A monologue. When things go against their wishes, little children sometimes feel very sad and lonely. They don't realize how much the people around them love them. It's only when they wait and think properly that they understand it. Let's hear what this girl has to say. This is the worst day of my life. I am feeling very sad. You may not believe it, but I am the saddest person on this earth. The reason is that nobody loves me. I have a family, a mummy, daddy, granny, and a younger sister. I have been sitting here behind this sofa for the whole day, okay? For the last 8 hours. Alright? Alright. At least an hour. At least 10 whole minutes. And no one has noticed. They are all interested only in my sister. Even when she cries for no reason, they all rush to her, pick her up, and give her whatever she wants. I should really go away and live in some interesting places. I think I'll become a hermit and wander in the mountains and forests. I'll eat the fruit on the trees and make friends with birds and animals. Or I could ride away on a camel and live in a desert. At night, I'll sleep in a tent, or better still, I'll travel to the North Pole and live in an igloo made of ice. I'll make friends with the polar bear. What's that? Something soft against my back. Oh, it's baby. What are you doing here, you silly? Go away. Don't smile at me. Why don't you follow me? Is there anybody else in the house to look after you? Is there nobody else in the house to look after you? Don't come here. You may bump into something and I'll get all the scolding. Why do you have to do everything that I do, copycat? Oh, never mind. Really, the people in this house, they should look after her better. I am a grown up girl now. I can manage on my own. But what about this little baby? Come, baby, let's crawl out from here. When I go away, I will take you with me. Or you will keep crying for me all the time and they won't even guess what's the matter is with you. I really can't go away when you are so small. Let's wait till you are a little older. So let's wait. A monologue. What is a monologue? Uh, Something which a person says. Now, when someone is alone, he won't speak as such. But what is he thinking? We cannot understand. So the writer, he gives the child some dialogues, something to seek is to speak out. So the girl is speaking out, and that is known as a monologue. Something which is said by a single person. There is no one else. So the girl is speaking to herself. This is the worst day of my life. I am feeling very sad. The girl feels that this is the worst day of her life. And she is saying, I am feeling very sad. You may not believe it, but I am the saddest person on this earth. Now, you know what is the reason for this? Because she has been there alone for a very short time, but what she feels is it was a very long time. Now, see here, the reason is that nobody loves me. The little girl is feeling that nobody loves her. I have a family. So what? Who are they in the family? Mummy, daddy, granny, and a younger sister. I have been sitting here behind this sofa for the whole day. Okay? Now the whole day becomes 8 hours. For the last 8 hours. All right? All right? At least an hour. Now she feels it is not an 8 hours, but it is only 1 hour. After that, she feels at least 10 whole minutes and no one has noticed. So, actually, it must be only few minutes that she was left alone and nobody noticed her. So, she becomes very sad and she thinks that this has been the worst day of her life. Now she is sitting behind the sofa, sitting all alone. Nobody has noticed. But for what time? Hardly a few minutes. But the few minutes she feels that she is left alone for the whole day. Now, what is she saying? They are all interested only in my sister. So, she has a baby sister, and the parents and the others in the family, they mm, are interested only in her sister, even when she cries for no reason. So when the baby cries for no reason also, what do? They all rush to pick her up and give her whatever she wants. Now, these are the feelings of this little girl. I should really go away and live in some interesting places. So, as she is getting bored over here, she feels that she should go to some interesting place. So, what is the interesting place for her? I think I'll become a hermit. Hermit is an old person who has left the human settlement and goes to a secluded place, a lonely place, like a mountain. So he may go to a mountain or he may go to a forest. So a hermit, he goes in the pursuit of God. He leaves everything, the worldly things in the world itself, and he doesn't want any of the comforts of family life. So he goes alone to the mountain or to the forest. So what she will do after becoming a hermit? I'll eat the fruit on trees. So she will eat the fruits on the trees and make friends with birds and animals. She wants to make friends with birds and animals. Or I could ride away on a camel and live in a desert. So if she goes to a desert, she could enjoy the camel ride. At night, I will sleep in a tent. So she wants to sleep in a tent during the night. Or better still, I'll travel to the North Pole. You know, North Pole, it is far away to the north, and there the land is covered with ice. I will travel to the North Pole and live in an igloo made of ice. So she wants to stay in an igloo made of ice. I'll make friends with the polar bear. She wants to make friends with polar bear. I'll make friends with the polar bear. What's that? Something soft against my back. So what has happened? The baby, the baby has come behind her, and she felt something soft against her back. So it was the baby. Oh, it's baby. So she's asking the baby, "What are you doing here, you silly?" So initially she did not like the baby. So she's telling, "Go away, don't smile at me." The baby was smiling at her, and she is telling the baby not to smile at her. Why do you follow me? So she is asking, "Follow me" means coming after me. So the baby is coming after her. So she is asking baby, "Why you are following me? Is there nobody else in the house to look after you?" So the little girl is feeling that somebody elder in the house should take care of the little baby. Don't come here. Now she also cares for the baby. You may bump into something and I'll get all the scolding. So suppose the baby hurts, bumps into something means dashes against something. So it may hurt the baby. So she may start crying. The baby will start crying, and who will get the scolding? The little girl will get the scolding. That's what she's thinking. Why do you have to do everything that I do? So now, little children, they do as the elders do. They will follow what the elders are doing, and they will try to copy the elders. So she is telling, why do you have to do everything that I do? Copycat. So the one who copies the actions of the elder is known as a copycat. So she is telling the baby, why are you a copycat? Oh, never mind. Really. Now the feelings of the little girl have changed. So she's telling the little baby, oh, never mind. Really. The people in this house, they should look after her better. So she's thinking, the little girl, the baby needs the attention of elders in the house. I am a grown up girl now. Now she feels that she is a grown up girl and she can manage on her own. Manage on her own means take care of oneself, like eating, walking, drinking water. She can do all on herself, but the baby is unable to do. The baby will not be able to take water in a glass and drink itself. But what about this little baby? Come, baby, let's crawl out from here. Crawl. The baby, before it can walk, it crawls on both the legs and hands. So that is known as crawling action. The baby cannot stand straight, so it has to crawl. Come, baby, let's crawl out of here. When I go away, I will take you with me. So she wants to take the little baby with her. If she won't take it, what will happen? Oh, you will keep crying for me all the time, and they won't even guess what the matter is with you. So the people in the house will not realize that the baby is crying. So the elder sister, the little girl, is trying to be very sympathetic with the baby. So she has started caring for the baby. I really can't go away when you are so small. Let's wait till you are a little older. So she wants to wait till the baby becomes a little bigger, so they both can go out and play together.